In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hello, good morning everyone. How you doing? Good Saturday morning. A little earlier than normal, but as I explained in the comments, heading to Memphis to drop off my mom to my brother. She doesn't like flying alone. I get it. Airports can be weird. Although England Air Park isn't, because it's so small and comfortable and beautiful and affordable, and you should bring your family there. They're a sponsor. See what I did there? St. Louis, it was different. It was kind of crazy. So we'll be driving her to Memphis today, or I'll be driving her, meeting up with my brother, eating at some glorious buffet he's found, and then coming back bright and early tomorrow to do some Sunday work. Hey, Toledo Bend's looking great this morning. I know we had talked about Saturday kind of being the transition day out of the rainfall. I really think it's just going to be a few showers and storms. I'd still go for it. If you have lake plans, I would do it. I would go out there, I would watch radar and be like, okay, if things start popping, then it's time to get off. Here in Alexandria, it got some blue sky going. Temperatures still reasonably comfortable here this early in the day, and showers and thunderstorms, well, we don't have them. We had a couple down south earlier off the coast of Cameron Parish. Got one that looks like sneaking in there toward just maybe Morgan City, getting that one in South Louisiana. And then up to the north, we have some showers and thunderstorms, but not a lot going on here. That tropical system, that tropical moisture is departing. It's 78. It's still humid. We're still going to be humid even if we don't have the crazy dense tropical moisture, but we will see a repeat of what I think or of what we saw this past few days over the end of the week coming up. So it's a very similar situation. It's going to be kind of that dance of, will this develop or not? And if it goes far enough south, maybe it does. If it stays far enough north, I think we get a pretty similar setup to what we have seen out of this one. So for today, wind gusts about 10 to 15 miles per hour. You can call or text Cole at Mountain Man when it dries out. That's when they can get out and get your trees taken care of. And remember, we are heading into the height of tropical season, so 318-277-7830. I'm all about the commercials today, but I work them into the forecast. Very easy. Everybody wins. So the Storm Prediction Center, no severe threat for today. Severe threat is up north from Nebraska through Missouri into the Great Lakes. But again, I'm heading to Memphis, so it's not going to be bad there. I actually would have been excited to see a slight risk down there, but unfortunately, I'm just going to have to enjoy the people that I'm around, which is okay. Scattered storms this afternoon from about 3 to 6. That's prime time to see these, and I think we get about a 50% coverage. Now there goes, actually you can see that low-level swirl is heading out west into Texas. Not a lot of convection thunderstorm activity with that. Everything on the large scale you see just kind of rotating around that high pressure. Even this little swirl down here over the Gulf, that little upper level feature there. I'm going to be watching this. It's going to get shoved to the south by a trough, and then it's going to get trapped under that ridge of high pressure, and that's what's going to come here and create some more rainfall for us by the weekend. And by then I think we'll actually want that rain to return. So futurecast for today, we have a 50-50 coverage on it. You see by about 2 o'clock, things start to move in. It's not going to be everyone getting the rainfall today. They actually kept a marginal risk for excessive rainfall in if we get one of these to slow down and sit in a spot for a while. I didn't even include that. I figured I'd mention it, but didn't want to show it to you. Now, over the next 7 days, I do think these totals come up a bit because once that tropical moisture comes in, what we saw with this last system was totals trending up until the event and then actually kind of peeled back for the end of it. So I think we'll see a similar thing with this setup. We're going to see these numbers most likely come up, especially Thursday and Friday once again. So a couple inches of rain will be possible, maybe some isolated higher totals. Here's some good news for you. We had flood watches until 7 p.m. Those have been lifted. So that's gone for now. No flood watches in store. No real excessive rainfall outlooks or anything. In fact, we dry out Monday and Tuesday completely. I really think tomorrow's pretty dry, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you have outdoor work. You've got to pour concrete. You got to put on an igloo roof. You got to do something like that. You've got a few days where you can go ahead and do that rain-free. Rain returns Thursday and Friday, so by then I think we see at least scattered storms and possibly some of that heavy rain returning. But high pressure centered up over the Rockies just to our north again spins everything through here right along that northern Gulf Coast, but it is going to keep us pretty toasty as we head into August. We expect that. I think mid to upper 90s look likely, and we've actually, for the first time in recent memory, they don't have us highlighted with an above normal outlook for precipitation. I still see a lot of tropical moisture out here. It's just going to be typical summer stuff, scattered storms, things like that, but no real imminent threats for anything tropical unless what this thing coming around the bend next week or late next week comes through. If we can get that further south, we don't want to, but if that thing goes further south, we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms possibly try and form into a tropical system. Thank you for the safe trip wishes. Yeah, sounds fabulous. Great, great morning out there. Going to be a great day for travel. We're going to head up the boring route. It's a little quicker. We're going to go right up 55. I think on the way back, I'm going to come down 61 through Clarksdale, Greenville, all that area. I like driving down through the Delta, maybe stop at the Blue and White Cafe or something like that, grab some lunch. I don't know. Depends on the timing. Actually, I think I have to leave early. So always something fun to see on that trek home. And I will be back early enough tomorrow to do a nice afternoon update, hopefully early enough to secure a Sunday nap because that's important. And of course, I will see you back here. Have a great weekend, great Saturday, great Sunday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon.